You want a high value man? So do you want a guy who's got status or wealth?
Not necessarily wealth, but just has something going for himself.
My argument here would be the more money he gets, the less he cares
Right,
about
but those-
your money.
Right, but those type of men want to be able to have an intellectual conversation
No,
with a
not
woman.
really.
In 2024, can we stop asking men to take care of us and pay our bills immediately as soon as we meet them? As if they're obligated to financially make sure we're secure fresh out the gate? I will never understand this. I hear the craziest stories from men, how they'll go on a first date with a woman or their first conversation with a woman, and immediately she's making it a requirement and a standard to pay their bills and fly them out and take them shopping and drip them in designer and take care of their 3 kids. It's not even theirs, and this is the standard if you want to get to know me, let alone date me. That's insane to me. Like, I can't understand that or comprehend. Because I feel like as a woman, you should hold your own and you should make sure your bills are taken care of on your own. I'm all for a man leading and providing and protecting because that's what a man's supposed to do. And a part of providing is, of course, making sure that his woman is financially secure. But the key word there is his women. You can't just meet a man. He doesn't even know you. Y'all don't even know if you're going to be together. And the standard is you got to pay my bills. Like, that's crazy to me. But if a man met you on the first date and the first night and he wanted to have sex with you, you would be appalled and offended. Doesn't make sense.
The Mgtow movement is to get men to realize that they are more than just toys for women to choose from and to stand up for themselves. Negative remarks like these made by contemporary women are affecting the self-confidence of many men. The importance of taking care of oneself cannot be overstated if you want to escape the grasp of those who are attempting to subvert your freedom and turn you into a brown nose. A crucial aspect of self-care that is frequently overlooked is adhering to a good skincare routine.
I don't get dating nowadays. This is the largest group of butthurt, bitter pen pals I've ever seen in my entire life. It's absurd. Like, you'll establish mutual interest with somebody, exchange numbers, and then you want to good morning me beautiful until my head is ready to explode. Like, I don't know about y'all, but my attention span is not something to play with. You've got 2 or 3 weeks of chit-chatting with me and FaceTiming before I expect you in person. All right? This isn't fucking summer camp. Let's keep in touch. No. I want to feel the weight of a man's I can't say it, it's TikTok, but you guys, you get what I'm saying. Like, we need to establish real life chemistry. I'm not going to keep talking to you, talking about I miss you. I don't know how. We've never met. More, if you miss me, why aren't you in front of me? Like, what's the issue here? Why aren't you making a move? Lock it in, buddy. Are you short? Do you smell? Are you poor? You can't afford a date? We can go to a fucking park. Like, are you married? What is the issue? Because now you acting sus. And I lose interest on suspect people. Like, what? Lock it in!
Because that's all guys want. All guys want is pussy. I swear
What?
to God. No, let me rephrase that. Shitty men want pussy, and that's all they want from you. Hire guys that are worth more, that will benefit your life more, they're not just going to want pussy from you. And that's a fact.
Or could it be that the men that only want from women is because that's all that the women have to offer? Because for me, if pussy's all you're offering, pussy's all I want.
The most clever thing is that more than 2/3 of women believe their ideal partner possesses all of the characteristics they desired in their previous 10 to 30 lovers. Tragically, many women today are unaware of what men desire. They seem to prefer to pursue poisonous people because they are drawn to the fervor and show. but they completely ignore the great men who might approach them with respect and generosity. Their perceptions are distorted as a result of these women's decision to surround themselves with unhealthy relationships. They appear to be unaware of the significance to good men of stability, respect, and genuine connection. They, on the other hand, continue to engage in a downward spiral of negativity, making it more challenging for both themselves and other people to find genuine happiness and fulfillment in relationships.
Let's talk about feeling lonely in your marriage. I think that this is something that has been swept under the rug for a very long time, and most women don't feel comfortable talking about it. I got divorced 3 years ago. Before that, I did feel extremely lonely in my marriage, and I didn't talk to anyone about it. I felt ashamed and like it was my fault and that I had failed, and it was all internally something I was dealing with. I felt like I was supposed to support my partner and never say anything bad about him. So if I talked to my friends about how I was feeling, it was not being a supportive wife. So all these things that aren't true. As women, we deserve to be supported and loved and taken care of, no matter what stage you're in, no matter how old your kids are. So just know that you deserve that. You deserve to be treated well and loved and supported, and that being lonely in your marriage is not okay. Work on it if you want to work on it. Leave if you want to leave, but know that you need to talk to people and that you will get through this one way or another.
Most men will only experience unconditional love from their mothers, and some of us don't even get that. Most of us have never even felt appreciation or respect without conditions or hidden intentions. We don't know what it sounds like to hear, "I see you, and I'm proud of you. I'm glad you're here. You really make a difference," yet the expectation is to constantly be displaying the strength and love that the world is hesitant in conveying. We're expected to have a thick skin but get judged if it turns to a hard shell. The first step in being a man is ignoring the hunger. Because yes, boy, you're going to be starving. Starved of attention, starved of affirmation, starved of love, starved of being told that you are enough. Step 2 in being a man is comfortability with replaceability. You are only as good as you are useful. You are only as valuable as you are needed by others. Should there ever come a day, boy, where you fail to provide everybody with a smiling face, then do not be surprised when they say all men do is take up space.
Indeed, men avoiding marriage is not surprising after 50 years of women committing crimes against men in separation courts. Who could have foreseen this outcome? How many men do you know who say, "I deserve this," or "I deserve that"? None, or very few, given that women's entitlement is legendary. The woman who won't approach a man, can't hold a conversation, stares at her phone constantly in social settings, is addicted to social media, and has a TikTok brain says, "A lot of guys are socially awkward." Is it safe to say that they are out of sync with society? Or do you just dislike being in a group?
Minimum height.
6 feet.
Yeah, that's where they get you. Would you exclude obesity?
Absolutely.
Minimum income. So
I'm gonna say at least 200.
200 grand?
You can be 30 years
Oh
old and
my
make
goodness.
200.
Take a guess at what percentage of men fit this
2%.
criteria? 2%? Much lower. It's 0.049%. Cool.
All right, is this going on the TV?
Often question, why have I been single for almost 3 years? And then I'm quickly reminded when I left swipe a guy on Hinge just because I don't like his shorts.
The amount of options are just overwhelming, so you start getting picky.
Men need to understand that when women open up a dating app, it's just thousands of suitors. And so she starts picking on the dumbest stuff. I don't like his bracelet. I don't like that guy's shoes. His eye doesn't look right. He had one hair on his nose. It's like the weirdest things now because you have so much to choose from, you can literally stitch the perfect man together.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.